when you first got signed, I never knew who you, like what you got signed to, or who you got signed
cool.
to.
My first record deal, right? My first record deal, nobody know about it. It was with a company named Selecto. The first time niggas ain't know, the first time I got a record deal was I was 13 years old. I was in a rap group called Triple R, Rough Record and Roll. My man Bubba, due to the fact that he went to prison and shit, the record deal fell through or whatever, right? So I just was building my skills, like, you know, like I said, we ain't gonna make this generic. Y'all know me, so y'all know I always been dancing, I always been rapping, and I just always been taking another different type of route when it comes to my talents. And around 18, going on 19, I got my first major deal, $1 million deal with Barry Hankinson, Black Round Records. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah was his niece. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah was signed to the label too. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was. My first major deal, due to the staff changing and going to different labels and majors and distributors, that fell through. I can either stay and be shelves, or I can take the money or what they gave me and be a free agent. So that's what I did. But at the time that I was doing that, I was still had a production obligation with Bryce Wilson from Groove Theory.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in the midst of that, he was telling me like, "Yo, bro, you talented." The guy, because I had battled Lupe Fiasco over the phone, and they was like, "Yo, you ain't got no deal. Come, move to Chicago and come be down with First and 15." So I got a record label. I got a record deal with them, but due to the fact, like, every time I got a record deal, somebody either fell through or went to jail. When I went out there, who I was involved with, Chili, he's free now. He gave back 20 years. They gave him 40 to life, but he gave back some years, and, you know, he's free now. But when I came out, I had caught a gun charge, right? And I was going back and forth to court. The time I came to get sentenced for my 5-year probation, the feds had raided the crib that I lived in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And my man Gemini and a couple of niggas that I was acquainted with out there, they was like, "Yo, everything you seen from the cars to the house, everything gone." They came and snatched the shit. All your clothes is gone. I had left jury out there on because I was planning to come right back. But in the midst of that, this is the blessing. When I moved out to Chicago, I had just did the Diplomat intro. I never knew Cam was gonna put that out. I found that I was on the Diplomat album through a magazine. I went to a garage I went to a gas station store one day to buy some Dutch Masters, and I just so happened to see the XXL with Dr. Dre, Eminem, and 50 Cent on the cover. You know what I'm saying? I still got the magazine to this day. You know what I'm saying? And I go back to the studio and I'm reading the discography of all the albums that was coming out that year, and I see my niggas Cam and Jim and everybody in the magazine, and they saying the discography, who produced what, who's on what, and it said Unkasa intro of the album. So I passed it to my man. I said, "Yo, read that." So he's like, "Yo, you did the album you did the intro to the." I said, "I never knew. I ain't know what it was. I ain't know Cam was gonna keep that shit." But like I said, when I came back to get sentenced for my 5 years probation, the crib that I was living in got raided. Chili went to jail. But that's when all the Dipset and Purple City shit had popped off. Because before I went to Chicago, I was putting out the Purple City mixtapes and doing the Dipset mixtapes and all that. So that's how that happened.
When it came to them, did you sign with them, or was you still on as far as with Dipset? Man?
I never signed a Dipset in my life. I never was signed a Cam or nobody. I had signed with Purple City and Baby Grand. I never had a deal with.
So what was Purple City?
Purple City was basically something me, Aguilar, and Shice Bob started. We had our own entity. We knew we couldn't eat off the dip. Everybody can eat off the Diplomat plate. We was grateful for whatever they allowed us to do, as far as the Diplomat bird, using it and stuff like that. But we did our own thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what birthed Purple City. Y'all into sports? I'm not, but I can drop an analogy so y'all can understand it.
He don't know nothing about sports.
All right, so you can understand.
I know about boxing. That's it.
All right.
Forget it.
That's it.
All right, so I'll put it because this is the best way, because a lot of people relate shit with analogies and sports, right? So I'm just tell you this, right? Imagine it's the championship game and the score is 60-60, and you got the ball, Timmy, your team got the ball ball in possession. It's 5 seconds left. They know you can shoot. Everybody, the crowd, everybody else looking like, give it the levels. Yeah. He gonna make it. It's guaranteed. We won this. We out of here. And yo, teammate blocks your shot.
Your own teammate.
Your own teammate blocks your shot.
Yeah.
That's what I was going through when I was with Purple City.
Your own man hating on you.
It be internal. You know what I'm saying?
So they all blocking your shot. Mm-hmm. To what? They made it somewhere?
Ego, it's just like, if it's a team of us, right? Mm-hmm. And the attention on me, if you're not a real nigga, you got a problem with that. And that's what it was. Niggas was mad it was my turn. But I shared my turn with everybody. You get what I'm saying? But niggas didn't want to see me. Niggas, oh, fuck that, I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the only nigga that's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be having hidden animosities, and that's what I went through damn near my whole career. You know what I'm saying? So
you said you got the $1 million.
Yeah, that was in like 97, 98. And look, let me break it down about the $1 million deal. When they get a $1 million deal, you might see 250,000 for advance or even less than that. But a nigga like me, protected by laws and stuff, I seen it like $250,000 and like 750,000 be for promotion, production, studio time, this, that, and the third. You don't get a full $1 million. Your deal be worth $1 million, but you don't fully get $1 million. I seen a couple of 100,000, and that was in 97, 98. What I'm saying is, like, people think when you get niggas be like, yo, I got $1 million deal, you don't get $1 million. That's what your deal is worth equivalently through the whole process.
So as far as with the social media now is going on, how you feel about the whole situation when it was like on 10 with Cam and Jim Jones? Because you was part of that. You was there with them.
I was disgusted with that shit because this shit is buffoonery. Like if niggas would just be men and have conversation, a lot of this shit wouldn't go on. The biggest thing in the black community is accountability. Niggas don't like to take accountability for shit they do. And that's why shit spirals out of control.
What you think that people need to do better as far as with
take
the community?
Accountability. Like it's nothing wrong with telling your man you wrong.
So it's basically just a conversation.
If I do something, I know I know it affected Tim in some type of way, I'm gonna call him and be like, yo, I apologize, bro. I might not know that affected you in that way. I apologize. You my brother, I love you. My relationship with you and your family is worth more than going back and forth on the internet or some shit like that. That's if me and him had you know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. That's why we so bothered about our nephews, because we know we really love each other. I really love him. He really loved me. That's my family. I got to see him grow. He got to see me be from Lil Boogie Blind flipping and dancing on the block to bringing cameras on the block doing videos. I was the first nigga to bring cameras to 51st. Me. Joel's from 53rd. I'm from 51st. I'm the first nigga to bring cameras to my block.
I seen mad shit with you doing like spitting and ciphers and all that, rapping. Why you never get into the battle rap?
Because I did it early on.
Yeah.
I did it early on. I ain't have nothing else to prove by the time the battle rap got popping to where far as it was money exchange. Like I came up battling niggas like Fake and Lot. I came up battling real niggas. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to a thing they call Keep It Real Wednesdays at Baseline Studios. I rhymed in front of Jay-Z before. I battled a nigga and crushed a nigga in front of Hov before. I'm on songs with Raekwon and Chef. I'm from a different lineage, so I always aimed at certain things. The first nigga that ever put me in the studio, that gave me money out his pocket and like, go to the studio and rap, was Gangsta Lou from Mobstyle.
Okay, shout out to Lou.
Even though me and Lou, we had quarrels and differences, but I'll never not let niggas know that Gangsta Lou was the first nigga that put me in the studio. Don't matter what going on, I still have respect for that man for believing in me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Shout out to GL, man.
Shout out to Gangsta Lou.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Cause niggas, a lot of niggas that loot their shit for don't shout them out in that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And me and him went through real shit. Like real to where it got physical. You know what I'm saying? And I always will respect that man because when nobody else believed in me, he was when they first converted over to the big face hundreds, he used to take 2-3 of them shits out of his pocket and go to tell me to go to Ray Rock, which was on our block. Y'all probably never knew it was a studio on Convent in those buildings on the same side of the precinct. You probably
that's when Trooper J used to
go. Yeah, Ray Rock, right? Yeah, come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I ain't know. Yeah.
So niggas like I was raised by niggas like Trooper J, Mike Boogie, Marky.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas like that. Like I came up. So he was the first investor. It was like he seen something and be like, yo, shorty, go record. No matter, like this is the thing about being a man. If you got quarrels or problems with a man, it don't matter. If you can only say the bad about a man and not the good, you a bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna say the bad as well as the good. You know what I'm saying? I'm always have respect for GL, no matter what we went through, street shit, whatever. But I got respect for that man, and I respect that he believed in my ambition and my talent when nobody else did.
It's New York City.
That's a fact.
It's no love out here, especially for the people who know you and know that you're doing something great. Everybody want to be in your shoes or be in your position. And if they not in that position or in your shoes or doing the shit that you doing, they hating on you. Even if they know you.
This what make me feel good, right? Don't mean to cut your wisdom, right? This is what make me feel good, right?
My bad.
When I can be with a nigga that don't even know I know you or 10 levels and niggas be talking about y'all, be like, yo, you ever seen them niggas? It's crazy. I'll be like, yo, Marky raised me in 10 levels. I ain't gonna say raised, but that's my baby bro. That's my baby brother.
Say that.
I could say that, but you know, they ain't gotta know. But it be like I know I choose my I know how to choose my words wisely because you don't know how to take. But in certain effects, I did. He came up with my little brother.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my baby brother. I don't give a fuck if he was. I don't give a fuck if he was conceived by Mal and Jerry. That's my baby bro.
That's
this is what Harlem means to me. Yeah. I guess that's the way that it is. I guess that's the way that it goes. That's what Harlem means to me. That's to me. To me. I guess that's the way that it is. I guess that's the way that it goes. That's what Harlem means to me. That's what Harlem means to me. Check it out. Yeah, Harlem world. Harlem.